Hello, this is Nate252 here with another pro tips video, and in this video it's basically just a update of the hey Nate252 for the win. It's basically just an update of the first video that I did, since there have been new updates and just some new things and trying to add some more tips and stuff. 90% of it is just off the top of my head, so bear with me, and here we go. The first thing I kind of want to point out is that even if I got a sword, I chose to skip the spawn chests in the beginning because I know that on this map people like running this way, and which is my route, and I wanted to get there before they did, so I chose to skip it. But if I were to have gotten spawn chests and I did get a sword right in the beginning, I would suggest, my first tip is to only attack if it's beneficial to you. Focus on the chests and not on killing people, because especially in the beginning of the game, hold on, sorry, I'm concentrating on this too. Especially in the beginning of the game, if you just chase people around, they don't have very much because they've only gotten spawn chests if they're lucky. So you're not going to get a very big yield, and killing people doesn't even give you that many points or raise you on the leaderboard very high. So focus on going your chest route. Focus on getting those chests as quickly as possible, and don't focus on chasing every person you see. Like sometimes people will, there's people that are AFK or whatever, and they're just, oh sweet. There's people that are AFK or something, so they just focus on chasing, or they just kill those people at the spawn. They take time punching them to death or whatever, just because they're standing there, you know, AFK. And that's a waste of time. That is not a good thing to do. Now see, the reason I'm running, I know that I got 2 iron and I have no sword. I have this, you know, crappy axe, but I guess that's another tip, that anything is better than your hands. Punching only does half a heart of damage, and any weapon does considerably more. Axes do a good deal more. Wooden axes, I actually don't think. I think they only do one heart, so they're actually not that much better. But I mean, a wooden sword, I believe, does like 1.5 or something. And that's a lot more than just half. So, you know, upgrading from, now see that this guy has an iron, so I actually do kind of want to chase him. But I'm not going to waste my time chasing him too long, because he doesn't have anything. He didn't have a sword on him, or he would have been attacking me with a sword. He doesn't have nice armor on, or I would have, you know, I probably would have chased him if he had nice armor. But I'm just going to leave him alone because he doesn't have anything good on him. Another tip I have is to find, well, this is, you know, kind of an obvious one, but find your route. Don't always go the same route at first. You know, workshop it a little. You know, try be a spectator and watch, you know, some other players run. Oh, here we go. See, this actually probably wasn't very smart because I'm so... Oh, okay. See, that wasn't the best idea, just because I eat this golden apple so I can heal here, and I'm pretty low on food. I know that this building over here has some mushrooms in it, so I'm gonna go try to get them. Yeah, normally I wouldn't have suggested going against a team of 3, but I just knew, I have an iron sword, I have decent armor, and they all seem to have not much of anything, so that was a little crazy, but it paid off in that instance. Well, I guess just in the fact that because even though I said don't kill people early on, those people were kind of medium, you know, they weren't completely noob status. They had some good stuff, you know, they had swords and whatever, so it was actually kind of smart to attack them just to keep them from getting better for later on in the game. Especially since they were a team, I had the chance to take him out. I felt like I could do it, and you know, I did it. But usually, I probably would have stayed away from that and tried to find a better way to encounter them. Like, you know, try to find an upper hand. And things that I consider getting an upper hand are location. Like if you're up high and they're climbing up, and you can, you know, hit them off like vines or something, so they fall down. Having the high ground isn't always better though, since you can hit further going up than you can down. That's why when you're in the water, sometimes you want to sink below them and hit them from below, because you'll be able to hit them and they won't be able to hit you. The first one was okay. Oh, hello. The first one was location, and the second one is items, secondary items, like a bow or flint and steel. Those are two, they really help even the odds. Like, I can win a game where I am outmatched or out-armored or out-weaponed if I utilize my secondary weapons. Because, I mean, oh, funny, spectators are trying to push me in the lava. If I utilize my bow or, you know, the flint and steel is great because they can catch people on fire pretty easily, especially when you're running away. I'd suggest, you know, when, as they approach you, offense or defense, just throw down a couple flames right as they get close to you, and then, you know, that'll catch them on fire. And that will help for if you want to run, you can choose to run then, or you can use it to fight them, because they're not going to be able to sprint when they're on fire, and they're constantly taking damage. And then with bows, it's just equally, if they're coming at you, you can usually get a shot at them once, you know, before they get to you. And with that was with defense, I guess. And with offense, you can, you know, shoot them as they're running away. Great for water combat too. Bows are amazing for water combat, as long as you're a decent shot, I guess. So yeah, those are some ways to get an upper hand, and you want to always be looking out for those ways to get upper hand. You know, checking the terrain, seeing if there's anything you can use to your advantage, and also keeping those secondary items on you. Which would also, I suggest making arrows. Like, keep your flint, keep your sticks, and keep your feathers, so you can make arrows for, you know, your bow. And if you're not very good at the bow, I don't know, go into single player and practice some bow shots. Okay, one of the different things about this video than from like the last one is that now there are tier 2 chests. Back then, I guess there were tier 2 chests, but they weren't the same way. They weren't there the same way as they are in as they are now. For instance, that route I took has a couple tier 2 chests on them. You just have to find them or research or find out, you know, where the tier 2 chests are. But you want to get those. You don't want to solely get them because they are lacking a few things like secondary items. I don't believe they usually have bows or arrows or flint or, you know, things like that. They do have cooked food, and they do have iron armor. It's basically the same. Tier 2 chests are basically the same chests you get at the cornucopia. So you want to find a route that has some of those tier 2 chests, so you can get the you know, better items from those tier 2 chests. Now those steps aren't actually players following me. They're well, they are, but they're not in-game players. They're spectators. Okay, my next tip would be get the refill at all costs. There's 2 reasons you want to get the two points about getting the refill. One is that all the chests at the crap, I spilled water on me. All the chests at the spawn at the cornucopia are tier 2 chests, so they're all going to have, you know, iron armor and gold armor and, you know, better things than you find in just average chests. So the one reason to do that is so you can get, you know, good stuff. So you can get, you know, all the good tier 2 items. The other reason is just to keep other people from getting them. Even if you somehow you had really good luck, you got a good chest in the beginning of the game, and then you got, you know, good tier 2 chests along the way, and you have iron armor, you have a diamond sword, you're ready to beat the game. Still go to Corn at refill, which is at nighttime, if not to kill other people that are doing it, but to keep other people from getting it. You never want to, even when you have all that like good stuff, like, you know, diamond sword, and which I am about to get, diamond sword and all that good stuff, you know, iron armor. You don't want to take that for granted and, you know, just be like, okay, I can just mess around now. You want to keep getting chests, you know, keeping people from, like, I'm still going to utilize, even though I'm doing pretty good right now, I'm still going to utilize my secondary items. I'm still going to be very cautious, you know. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got every chest. Sometimes I'll double check it just to make sure. The next thing I want to do is destroy my items, which brings me to another tip. Take what you need, destroy what you don't. This basically is just saying, again, you don't want anyone to get your things. You want to have the advantage any way possible. And if that means destroying the items, because I want to clear inventory, you know, so I can take things from people or chests or whatever, and I can't do that when my inventory is full of junk, and some of it's good stuff, you know, some of that's good armor, but it's not beneficial to me right now, so I'm going to destroy it. One good way to do that, if you're on the go and you have flint and steel, throw down some fire and throw your items in there. I like to throw the items in there first and make sure they're all in like one blocks, so you don't, you know, actually throw them over the fire, and I don't know, so you don't have to waste more of your flint and steel. Be careful doing that though, especially, you know, I'm here at Corn. It's a very high target area, especially at refill, so you don't want to. That's one thing. Sometimes I'll get some easy kills when people are at Corn and they see me and everything, but they're like, oh, I need to check this chest to see if I can get some, you know, oh crap, oh my gosh, this is not good. A good example of never letting your guard down was like just now, because I was just killed by 2 guys in iron armor, and one had a diamond sword and one had an iron sword. So there was a good example. That doesn't make the tips any less, you know, valid. Part of it is chance. Not saying that I died purely to chance. I could have been paying more attention, like I was suggesting you guys do. If I would have seen that they were coming, I, you know, would have been able to run away and tried to get a more tactical advantage, because they were a team. And if anyone knows me, I do not like teams because I always play solo. Oh, I guess just teams, since I was talking about teams. Teams, whoa, chunk lag. Teams are a deathmatch, I need to hurry. Teams are a double-edged sword, because when it comes to combat, yes, you definitely have the advantage, as long as you're coordinated. You have to share all your chests. So unless you go the... Okay, I want to finish it during this video, or during this game. What else is there? Don't show off your weapons is another one. Like, if you have a good sword, keep it hidden, so people won't be afraid of you. Like, see, I always keep my bow out. See, I always keep my bow out, so people see that I have a bow. They don't know what kind of a sword I have, and they, are, they think they can take me, so they come at me and then they attack me. On the reverse side, I will show my weapon if I want to be on the defensive. If I'm not very, I could fight this guy. I'm just trying to talk here, so I'm not attacking him yet. On the reverse side, and a good combat tip is to strafe around the person while fighting. Like, if you notice, like, say this pedestal is a guy, every time I engage someone, I will strafe in circles around them as I fight them. I think it has to do with using lag to your advantage. I'm not entirely sure why it works, but that works for me a lot. I hope these tips helped. There were a couple more I wanted to cover, but I just didn't get to. I apologize for that. I will someday. I'll make another one. But I hope this video helped you. I do make multiple series. Some of me just playing survival games, of me playing other games, me doing requests on survival games. Check out my channel if you haven't already. And go ahead and subscribe too, so you can make sure you get all my new content that comes out, because I release videos on a weekly basis, at least two to four new videos a week. I'll put links to my playlist in the video description, and I'll also put links to the servers I play on. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.